like you really had to be willing to give all. Now, fortunately, you got back almost always everything you gave in. So it wasn't like you were, destitute after you gave, but it just makes me wonder, like, do you think the reason that we don't do something similar to this, not that we would do it the same way again today, but do you think really it's more on the leadership of the church and their desire to really kind of like push the envelope a little bit, or say, hey, we really want to, continue to to live closer to the Lord's preferred way and preferred method? Do you think it's the prophet and the apostles today really not wanting to go down this avenue that kind of prevent us from doing it, or something similar to it? Or do you think the Lord has really just said, right now, this is not what I want my people to do? I guess I'm just curious if the brethren went to the Lord and say, hey, we really feel like we need to start living this, or we want to start potentially pursuing this. Do you think that's what prevents us from actually being able to live this today, unlike back then?
Well, there's living it, and then there's living it as an order.
Fair. Okay. Great point. That is a good point.
Because I'm of the opinion that all of these principles can be lived today. But that doesn't mean it's happening as an order, or as an organized institution, right?
Yeah.
Which that would come from the church. And clearly it's a top-down thing, right? It's something that the bishop of the church administers. So I think there's a lot of safety in the church saying, we'll just manage it ourselves. They've done a pretty good job with it. But when I think about United Order, because when we're talking about consecration, we're talking about stewardships, we're talking about inheritances. So you'll see in here the language that's used is, I pull it up. Let my servant Edward Partridge, when he shall appoint a man his portion, give unto him a writing that shall secure unto him his portion, that he shall hold it, even this right and this inheritance in the church. So we're talking about inheritances being given. I mean, this is very end-time kind of language. Like,
yeah.
When you're talking about inheritance being given, well, you're receiving your inheritances from Christ, who is acting in the role of the Father. I mean, that's a very end-time, almost like millennial-type language that we're using here. So yes, it was being restored. The doctrine was being restored. And it kind of wasn't, didn't remain in that implementation. But it definitely seems like this language inheritance being used with these stewardships, it is very much a millennial Garden of Eden type structure going on here that this is associated with. Meaning, hey, the earth now belongs rightfully to Christ. He can now give land as inheritance back to those who are true and faithful. That's the kind of like bigger picture doctrinal image I get when I see this language here. So, it's a lot of things that Joseph Smith was revealing. It wasn't for his time. It was just so that it was revealed and we had it for when we need it. Thank you for watching. If you found this content spiritually enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Like the gospel, these little things make all the difference, and it helps the algorithm push out better content for everyone to enjoy on YouTube.